Welcome to my next playthrough series. Yes, we're back to Marvel Zombies with our X-Men team. We're on to Mission 4, MH4, which is entitled Missing Tech. So I have everything set up. We know Rogue's ability, we know Storm's ability, we know Colossus's ability, and Wolverine, because we've done 4 missions with them already. Mission 0, Mission 1, Mission 2, Mission 3. This time we're at Mission 4, Missing Tech. And it says it's medium difficulty, so we'll see. It says, we abandoned the mansion once it was overrun. Now some of the big brains say they could build an intermediate or interdimensional teleporter, but some parts are missing. Guess where we can find them? To make matters worse, it appears survivors have still been heading there thinking it was safe. We need to get those parts, get out, and rescue whomever we can. Wow, proper English, even though I can't read properly. Alright, so we're using these tiles. So anyway, I have everything set up as per this. And like I wish they had done in Zombicide Black Plague, they actually show you where doors and windows and stuff are. In this version, they just don't. So you have to actually look on the board itself and go, oh, that looks like a door between 2 tiles, and set everything up accordingly. Anyhow, our objectives: find the parts. Accomplish each objectives in any order. So we have to take all the objectives. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 objectives scattered all over the board. We start right here, next to the pool with the lounge chairs. We have 2 active spawn points, one and the second one. And then we have a green spawn point and a blue spawn point that will trigger when we find the green and blue objective tokens. And so we have to take all the objectives and escape via the exit with all superheroes. And I play the game that if a superhero dies, oh well, they're probably going to come back as a zombie. But we don't need to escape with all of them. We just have to find all the objectives and get at least one of our superheroes out. Points of interest: place the blue and green objectives randomly among the red objective tokens. So they're placed randomly. I don't know where they are. We'll find out as we play the game. We have some special rules. Recovering the lost parts. Each red objective gives 5 XP to all, to the superhero who took it. So the red ones give the 5 XP to the superhero who took it, but the key parts, the blue and green objectives, each give 5 XP to all the superheroes when they take them. Alright, and then we spring the traps. The green spawn point becomes active once the green objective has been taken. The blue spawn point becomes active when the blue objective has been taken. Under maintenance, the elevator cannot be accessed, and we're only playing with 4 heroes, so we can ignore the 5 to 6. So that sets the stage for Missing Tech. And I've got, this is the elevator shaft here, so I've just used these tokens here to block it off. It's inaccessible, it is busted, and does not work. Alright, we have locations where bystanders are. We have 8 bystanders on the board. Windows, I use the blue beads. When we bust a window, I will use one of these to show that they're broken. And I've got the doors all set up. These are the little 3D door set. I think they were a Zombicide 3D door set that I got years ago. I don't even remember now. And we're starting up here by the pool. Okay, first thing we do on a turn, of course, is all of our heroes gain 1 power. So all players gain a power. So Rogue goes to 1, Storm, Colossus, and Wolverine all go to 1 power. Power can be used to roll extra dice. Power can be used to activate special abilities, if it says spend a power to do something, etc. Alright, let's get zooming down. I think we're probably going to have Rogue going first. Rogue, her special ability, which is pretty nice. I guess we can look at them here quickly. She has a knockdown punch. All enemies suffer -1 toughness against your mighty punches. This is the 90s Rogue, which I like. 90s animated Rogue. Best one ever. Once during your turn, you can perform 1 free open door action. Normally it costs an action to open a door. She gets a free one because she just smacks it open. Okay, we're going to start with Rogue. Let's go down and see what she's up to. And we have tight quarters everywhere. It's going to get pretty nasty. So we have 1 zone here, 1 here. We have a spawn point here, which is the next zone over. A spawn point here, next zone over. So things are going to get ugly fast. But we, of course, are all in the blue zone. And then we're going to go to yellow zone, orange zone, and maybe red zone if we get there. So Rogue is right here. She could just pop this door open. We get a spawn on the little exclamation points. And we already have a bystander sitting here. And there's another spawn point right in this room. So if Rogue kicks that door open, for her free action, and there's an objective in here too. Although we kind of don't want to find the blue and green right away because that start spawning on those spawn points. Should we have Rogue go ahead and do that? I mean, she could also move over here, smash this window open, and then we would spawn one in here. There's a bystander and objective here as well. So, you know what? She's just going to do her free action. She's just going to boot that door open. We got to get moving. So, boom! It's opened, which means, yep, we've got 2 spawn points. So, the first spawn point here, we will take the, oh, those are the bystander. We're going to take the spawn cards. I'm going to give them another little shuffle. And how I've been doing this playthrough on the previous ones, whenever we've wiped out one of the zombie superheroes that will possibly show up, I've removed them from the game. So these are all the ones that are left, which is still quite a significant number of them, because I have basically all the expansions. Alright, the first spawn point, we're going to go right there. We get, wow! Walker Rush, spawn, then activate. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Well, what's going to happen, things are going to get very crowded very fast. So we're going to get 6 zombies here. Now, I can't remember if they go to the bystander. I think the bystander is the last thing that gets revealed. So I think the 6 zombies that are spawned here are going to immediately go right into the zone with our superheroes. I got to double check that, though, just to make sure. Well, that was a giant can of worms. Now, Rogue hasn't even taken an action yet. That was her free action, open the door. So yes, you do spawn the bystander. That's the last thing you do after you do the spawn point. So what happened was there were 6 walkers in here. They rushed right out into the zone with Rogue, Colossus, and Storm, and Wolverine. So there's now 6 zombies in that spot. Rogue's got 4 actions remaining, but we still have another spawn point here. Let's hope we don't get walkers activate once more. So we get actually just 2 walkers show up in that location. Okay, wow, that was a brutal beginning, I think. And then we get a bystander. Last thing we do for the spawning is we find out which bystander is in there. And what is number 2? Oh, I don't think we have secret missions in this one. See the mission rules to know what this card does. Oops, that shouldn't be in there. I do believe, so we're just going to put another one in there. Yeah, we don't have secret mission objectives in this one. So we get Gwen Stacy. Each time you draw a heroic trait, gain a power. Cool. Alrighty, that's who's in there. Let me find her miniature, and then we'll continue on with Rogue's turn. Alright, so there we have Stacy. We've got a nice mold for her right there. So she's hiding out in that room. Alright, Rogue has 4 actions remaining. Her normal attack is she rolls 2 dice, hits on a 3+, and there's -1 toughness, but the walkers are all 1 toughness. I think Rogue's just going to have to start getting punchy here. And so I have to try and get the dice tray in there. Yeah, we can see that. So she's just rolling 2 dice, hitting on a 3+. She has 3 actions, so you get 3 actions. Her free action was opening the door, so she's going to take 3 swings at these walkers and see if she can take them out. First swing, she gets 1. Yeah, okay. 6, though, was pretty good. So that's 1 experience for Rogue. Now, if we get to 7 experience, we click over into the yellow zone. Don't really want to do that right now. Okay, she's got 2 actions remaining. Punch him again, that's 2 more. So she's cleaning them out. They walk right into the room and she just starts hammering on them. She's up to 3 experience. And her final action, of course, she'll just punch them again. And she gets a couple more. So all that's left is 1 walker now. And she's up to 5 experience, 2 more. And she's clicked over to the yellow zone. That's it for Rogue. So now we have to figure out who's going next. And I have a funny feeling maybe we'll go with Wolverine. He's a little bit ragey. There's a walker for him to take out. So I think we're going to have Wolverine going next. So I'll just keep the camera here. Wolverine will go next. He's got 3 actions. Now when he attacks with his claws, he gets +1 to his dice result for each wound you have suffered. For each roll of a 6+, he gets an additional die, and the additional die can generate extra dice, so if we want to read that. So he's rolling 3 dice, hitting on a 4+. So he's going to start off, he's got 1 power. He's just going to start off by slashing away at that walker. He's got 3 dice hitting on a 4+. And he gets it. So he gets a 6. Well, he would get an extra die. Doesn't need it because there's only one walker in there. And that is Wolverine's first experience. He's up to 1. He has 2 actions remaining. And what's he going to do? I think for his 2 actions, he's going to go 1 and 2. Or is he going to go 1 and get himself a heroic trait? Or a power-up? I think he's going to take a heroic trait. Yeah, for his final action. And he gets Unstoppable. Discard when attacking and spend 1 power. Enemies suffer -1 toughness to a minimum of 1. Cool, that's kind of mimicking Rogue's powers. Alright, that was Wolverine taking his turn. We do now have Storm. And we have Colossus to go. So let me figure out what we're doing with those 2. Alright, I think we are going to have Storm going next. We'll take a quick look at her ability. And she's got, once during your turn you can spend a power, select a zone within range 1, move all enemies in that zone into an adjacent zone. She also has a range of 0 to 1, 2 dice hitting on a 3+. So I think she's going to use that ability right now. So Storm is going to move 1, 2. She's got 1 action remaining. She will shoot at these 2 walkers with her lightning ability, Lightning Bolt. So she rolls 2 dice, hits on a 3+, and how am I going to get the dice tray in here? Is that going to work? Yeah, I'm going to have to be rearranging stuff. I got lots of stuff on this board. Alright, she's trying to take out those 2 walkers, and she gets 1 of them. Okay, she gets 1. That's not bad. That's actually all we really needed. That's her last action. She gets 1 experience, 0 to 1. Didn't use any power abilities, so that's good. And up last will be Colossus with 3 actions. And I think Colossus is just going to go 1, 2, and 3 and stop right here on the objective zone with the walker. And you're thinking he's going to take a damage. No, he's not, because Colossus's special ability, we take a look at that, is once during each enemy phase you may ignore 1 wound you would receive. So he's tough and the walker's not going to damage him. So it is now the zombies phase, zombie turn. So yes, zombies activate. This one tries to attack Colossus and Colossus just shrugs it off because he's a big tough guy. Alright, it's spawn time. We have 2 spawn points on the board, so let's get spawning. Alright, spawn point number 1, as indicated by 1, is right there. We are all in the blue zone, and oh my god, a brute rush. Well, that's okay. So there's 1 of them. It's going to spawn and then activate. It's coming for Rogue. So it basically spawns here, and it will get right into Rogue's face, when she will probably punch it out next time. Unless this is Brute's activate again. So we have another spawn point. Oh, let's go over there and spawn at that next spawn point. Yes, the next spawn point is here. Remember, the blue and the green do not activate until we find those objective tokens. So right there in the blue, we get just 2 walkers. Multiple man is multiplying. So 2 walkers there, and that is it. Okay, I think I'm just going to back the camera out, and we're going to wrap up our introductory episode for today. Alright, well, that's going to wrap us up for today. So Rogue kicks open the door. There are 6 walkers come pouring out. We've got a nice ally bystander in here with Storm. Storm's protecting. Colossus in there in a tussle with the 1 walker. Wolverine looking all ragey. He's got his Unstoppable. And when we come back tomorrow, we'll continue on. Our objective, of course, is to go ahead and take all 5 objectives and get to the exit and escape. Can we do it? I don't know. We'll find out. So thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, and likes. This is Marvel Zombies X-Men Resistance. We're doing MH4 mission called Missing Tech. So we're back to the mansion. We've got some bystanders around. We've got lots of spawning going on. Things are going to get pretty ugly. But I like this game. It's quite fun. So thanks so much. Hope to see you tomorrow for the continuation.